Everybody, welcome back live in the Woods Renaissance with me, Sid, and today we are, well, back home. Don't have any major league plans, so I'm going to hammer out a couple of Botanical Garden displays, I think, to start off with. Maybe even 3, who knows. So, yeah, Botanical Gardens, we're kind of knocking them down. You know, what with the flower area and mountains, what was that, immersed, no, floating and fresh water, desert and cacti, we've got the fungus over here, we've got the jungle over there, we've got the bushes and vines. Now these are not growing. Oh, and epiphytes over here, and then grass and ground cover there. These, however, are not growing. So what we're going to do is we're going to try a little trickery. Well, they're not growing. They're not bushing. You know, they've not done what they're supposed to do, shall we say? Right. So if I take these and grab myself some of that and some of that, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, hang on. Almost got all the vines done. It's just this one here that I need to grow down, and this one keeps growing across before it can grow down. Okay, so pop this in here, and we can pop a goose. Damn it! All right. In which case we have to go a third route, which I'd kind of hoped to avoid. I wonder whether we can do that with just dirt. Let me just check something. Let me try that with dirt first. I'll just put the one down, bonk, and then we'll put some dirt in it, and then we'll do that. Aha, dirt is the answer then. No, that's not right though. Ha. Oh, bum. Stop with the stuff there. Yeah, right, so that's the answer. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 8, that's 10. And we're going with dirt this time, not garden dirt. Okay, and then on top of that we can put our various plants in the vain hope that they grow some fruit, as opposed to sitting there not fruiting at all. But now here's a fun bit. Because these are carpenter's blocks, we can turn them back into flower pots by the simple application of some clay around the outside. And I would say that looks like, oh yeah, there you go. These are working now, which is where they weren't before, obviously. Right. That's the first thing done. Let me just put all of those away for now. I'm going to eat some of these yellow bell peppers, just tide me over. So, what are we going to stick in where? Well, I would like to use this space here for immersed and wetlands. So this is going to be a very similar kind of thing to this. We need a certain amount of space, which is going to be the immersed and yada yada. I'm going to want some sand, I'm going to want some gravel, which I don't think I've got on me. Wetlands, mud, a little bit of mud, not a lot, a little bit, I think. And yeah, we'll see what we can see. I haven't got any sand, damn it. Or gravel, for that matter. We got that. We want that anyway. Well, that's a start. Let me go and hunt down what I think we're going to need. And I thought I had, but you know what thought did, don't you? Yeah. Thought he broke wind, but it followed through. That's a polite way of saying another thing, another way around, by the way. So yeah, let me just have a little hunt around for a little bit of sand. Well, do I need to have a little bit of a hunt for a little bit of sand now I'm here, aren't I? Let's go sand, not sandstone. Gravel, no, that's gravel, too much gravel. Sand, if I were sand, I would be over here. There we go, that will do us. Right, yeah. So yeah, I want to push on and try and get the Botanical Garden done, because that's really the Botanical Garden. Maybe if, and this is a big if I go down the trying to catch a shark route, and as I say, this is a big if. I am really in two minds about whether this is a good idea or not. Well, I don't. It's not if it's a good idea or not. Is it a stupid idea would be probably a better form of judgment on that, I think. Let me go and put that in like that. I think that will do us there. I would like to take all of that out and all of this out and just replace that with sand. Oh, oops. With sand, I think. We'll just pop that down. Maybe a little bit of gravel here and there as well, and then the rest is as sand. Yeah, you better run. I've got some other blocks on me just to give it a kind of a... Oh, we need to replace those with some grey clay as well, don't we? Have I got that on me? Of course not. Alright. What have I got on me? Because I did bring some stuff for this, with this in mind. I've got little teeny bit of mud. So let us pop a bit of mud there. And that was probably about it. I brought all that mud for nothing. I have, however, got loamy dirt. I've got some coarse loamy dirt. I've got loamy grass. So I'm thinking, actually, take this lot completely out. Oops. And replace it with loamy. Because the loamy stuff is actually a much richer colour, so it gives us a variation on a theme. Let's go with the loamy dirt and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Yep, that's good. Bit of loamy grass. We'll go like that. Maybe drop one in there just to make sure we get some spread. And maybe one of those. A little bit of... I think I've got it there, haven't I? Yeah, so if I take you out, place that down and get that in, and then we can get the water in. We're going to need more water, which I haven't got on me. Have I got... Yeah, there should be some down here, I think. So blub, and that will allow us to fill this in. Like so. Right, I want to let that grow in. We also need to place this across here, like that. And then we can start planting the actual plants themselves. Let me get rid of the blocks for now, and we'll swap out, and we're going to go for... What did we have? We had immersed, which is this lot. And then the rest was wetland, which is that lot there. That'll work. Right, it's getting... Well, I think we've got time to... Let's get you in. Bonk. Oh, I can't plant it on. That's interesting. Okay. Interesting. Oh, is that not... Hang on. Oh, I also need to swap out those blocks there, don't I? Let me get those done. I just realised I need some more of this light grey clay. I'll grab that back in a moment. Alright, so we got that. Yeah, and we'll get this done. We'll get the I'd say it's probably 2 or 3 displays today, I think. I don't think we're going to be a million miles off this. Probably these 2 will get done at a rough guess. Right, so we need to start off with, we need to take you out, and then we need to go and blaze that and that. And then do the same there, and do that and that. That's all that sorted. Right, so you are a simple stem burr, you are mana grass, okay. You are a grey something or other, you are a soft stem there. We've got duck potato, which sounds wonderful. We've got common reed, yes, that's fine. And then we've got arrow orm, which we can go in here, and maybe there, and then we'll get some duck potato in maybe there. Now what I was thinking is we can illuminate with that one, because that's a good block. We can take you out and pop where are we? Right, we're done with the water ones, so that and that can go back in. I do however want the wetlands ones, which is that and that. I think we're missing one wetlands plant, but we will live because we can live. Right, that can go over there. We'll get you a big yellow backpack, and we'll pop you here, and we'll do that and a little bit of that, and then we'll do a little bit of that. Now, I don't know whether this will, it probably won't, no, okay. Yeah, I think that's kind of there. So when we've got a flowering rush, you can go there. Swamp milkweed can go there. Club rush can go there. White turtle head, sorry, could go there. That's very childish of me, I know. We've got a bit of that in there. I've got loads of that on me because that's the one I've collected while I was out. That can go there, and it's purple, so we can go there as well. That one can go there, and maybe there, because why not? Common rush. That and that, go there, and then we'll have some cattails, which can go there, and maybe there, and then a little bit more swamp milkweed, and then maybe a little bit of that there. Let's go and have a look at that from over here. Now obviously at the moment it's not all fully grown, so we need to let this stuff grow up. But that is the wetlands and the immersed display done, which basically means we can pop all of that away. And then we're moving on to, now this lot is all forest, and this is potentially an awkward one. I think we may have to slice a little bit further back. Now this one has already gone further back, so this is an obvious candidate to go further back for forest. And then we've got ferns, which is there. So let's take this one further back. I think that is going to be necessary. I'm going to need to grab some more materials, but yeah, if we do that, then at least we can come back to here, which is fairly, it gives us that little bit more room, because remember we are also missing forest plants, so if we do get those any time between now and then, you know, we'll have them. They were not going to be, you know, missing, presumed gone. And then that will come round like that. That one there really does need to be a dark oak. and then we need to just fill all this in again properly. But yeah, I'll get this sorted, and I'll go and grab some more dark oak, a little bit more of this clay, more glass, and I'll be back in a mo with you. Alright, I've got this. So this is actually growing quite nicely now. I've brought the bone meal just so we can make sure that everything is as big and as strong as it can humanly be. Because why would we not want it to be as big and as strong as it can be? You know, we want these to be nice, big, chunky swamp flowers just growing up there and being everything they can be for the paying punters who are coming to look at the swamp display. Well, I do actually need to get the signs for this, don't I? That's oh dear. That's not good, however. Okay, but it's not a problem. Bonk, bonk, thank you. Bonk. Okay, let's try that again with slightly less carpenter's block. Should have some timber in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and sticks. 1, 2, of course. Oh, I also need to do that, don't I? Key, get sticks, get signs, and place signs. So this was immersed and wetlands. Immersed and wetlands. Immersed and wetlands. Lovely. Even though I do say so myself. Now we're waiting for the grass to spread. But while we're waiting for that grass to spread, let us go in and grab a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And this is going to go 1, 2, and then we're going to take a little bit of that and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we'll take this out like so. Here we go, a little bit of a bunch of stuff going on there. The other thing I brought along, which I thought might be quite interesting to play with, was let me grab a bit of this going on here, and if we were to come over here and take out this out and go and place a bit, one of those, one like that, maybe one like that, and one like that, and then so we just get a little bit of a forest ruin kind of feel vibe going on. Kind of works. It's not 100% perfect, but we need 2 more of those, but that's simple enough. So we're waiting on this to spread. I've also got some of this, so we can just scatter a little bit of podzol in around the place. Now, rather than wait for it to spread, let's take those bits out and make those our first bits of podzol. Maybe here, maybe down there, maybe a little bit here. And then obviously we also need to get this lit, because at the moment there's almost certainly, yeah, you can see here. So that's a consideration which we need to take into account. We're going to need that and that. We'll use that because you're my silky touch shovel, and we'll pop that down there, and we'll do that. That gives us some light. The other thing to consider with this is that when we're lighting it, we're not just lighting it to prevent mob spawns. We actually are trying to light this to make it look effective. So I should really have put these in while I was thinking about it, shouldn't I? But we'll stick another one there, and maybe a little bit of that there. Any more? Or is that enough? I think that's probably enough, to be honest. And we'll just podzol those back up, and the world will be somewhat good and somewhat happy. So a little bit of thing. What's the time? Is it getting on? It is getting on, isn't it? Right. let me get you. I'm going to, oh, I've got some of that and some of that and hang on. Some of that, some of that. That can go away, that can go away, that can go away, and that can go away. And that can go away. We'll have you out. We need to re-chisel the glass up to be borderless. And then we can run down here very quickly, do this. Oh, okay, maybe not. Right, let's go sleep quickly. Finally, it got it. They've buried as well, which is all good. And yeah, we'll get this forest one done, and if I can get the ferns done, we will. But I'm not going to worry too much. I was at about 15 minutes after the end of the second segment, so however, I'm not sure how far this one is, and if we come in slightly short, that's not a biggie. If we come in slightly long, that's also not a biggie. Okay, but what we do need to do is eat, and of course it's morning time, so what we really need is a hearty breakfast. Takes a while to eat them. Okay, so we got that, we got what were we doing? We were going to take you and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're going to turn you into glass. It's probably how we do it, if I remember rightly. And then we can turn the glass into panes, and then we can chisel the panes into borderless glass, and they can come in there and there like that, and then this can all go back in here. We will want that, we don't want that. We don't really need those either, to be honest. What we do need now is all the flowers, all the plants for the forest section. So let's start with as many, well, just get as many of these off as we can, to be honest, and then we'll go from there. I'm only going to do pretty much one of each, I think. So that looks like a nice small one. What are you? Horseweed. I'll just do one of each for the time being. Australian bugle, obviously pride of place, is purple. Deceiving trillium, again nicely coloured plant, so we'll pop you in there. Dead nettle, not the prettiest of plants, is it? Broadleaf meadowsweet, bonk. Coleus, sounds gross. You can go there. We'll have a lily of the valley. You definitely want to be out from where I can step on you. A kneeling angelica right at the back with a, I think that grows quite tall. Wolf's foot club moss down there. And an Arctic gentian can go in here. And then we'll just, what we'll do is we'll pop those, we'll keep these together as forest ones for the time being. And we'll not go mad with the extra forest ones if we can't fit them in. I have got everything there, haven't I? Okay, grab these. Now, yeah, the wild mint, go there. In fact, we'll have 2 wild mints, because that's the kind of thing if you were in a botanical garden, you would probably be rubbing between your fingers to get the smell. This stuff is pretty good because you can actually use it to create a fire resistance salve. Right, more red heliobrine, okay, there. A vanilla leaf, there. Western wallflower, there. A salal, this is quite a biggish one, I think, when it's fully grown. The wild columbine is one we don't really want to be walking on, but it can go there. Anything left? Well, we can stick a little bit of biomes of plenty violet in here. We can get a little bit of this down, because if and when we fill this place up, you know, we can take those out. That's fine, it's not a problem. But what we do need to do is keep in mind that some of these, I think also maybe a little bit of that there and there perhaps. We'll see how that goes. Get you, And you're fully grown. You are. Get these all fully grown up. That's probably got some growth in it. That has. Then we can pop a little bit of that down as well, just to make sure we've got that going. And that is the forest plants in. So yeah, I think that kind of works for me anyway. So we've got forest and wetlands. We probably need, well, no probably about it, we definitely need another set of signs, so let's get that underway. 6, that's one too many. Bonk bonk. We can put the forest sign in. I'll check how long we've been recording, and if we've got the time we will get the ferns in. If not, we'll see. So this is forest, that is forest on that side. Yeah, I mean, there is a certain similarity obviously between these, but we're trying to make them look natural, so you kind of expect a certain similarity. You know, we are going to have that going on. I'm wondering if we can. Probably not. I was thinking about a large thing, but you know, hoofer. Let me just check how long I've been recording, and I'll be back in a moment. Yeah, as I suspected, we've been recording 26 minutes or so. Probably a little bit too long to be going on with another display area, but that's our screenshot done. We'll pick you up. That can go. What have we done? That can all go back in there. So we've got the ferns to do. Let me just get my list of missing things now, because I've done the forest, we've done the immersed, and we've done wetlands. And we've got ferns to do, which leaves me, by my estimate, with plain savanna shrub, single flower, land crop, aquatic crop, and beach, which is actually not that bad. Although some of those we're probably never going to see or be able to do easily. But yeah, so that's everything bar this one done. Now that's not going to be enough to kind of contain all of those displays, obviously, so we are going to need another display area. And as previously mentioned, I think we're going to try and do something on that hill over there, or on this hill over here. Haven't fully decided yet. But we've still got so much space to go play with, and I almost wish this was a vanilla enough series that I could actually continue it on, like somewhat like Ethos Lab style, where we can get to 300 or 400 episodes. But I don't know whether we can. Oh, fairies are still in, which is good. I wish we could get some more of those. I mean, obviously I could cheat, but I'm not going to. There are limits. Hello, Dobby. But in terms of what I would like to do around this area, I mentioned the possibilities of trying to catch a shark, and I would actually like to try and do. Let me just get rid of those. F9, no, F7. Yeah, there we go. Right. I would actually like to try and do that. It is going to be hellish to do that. I'd like to try and get, if we could get some of these, I mean, if we could get the piranha there, you know, all of these aquatic things, it would be great if we could actually try and catch them. Now, how I would go about doing that, I really don't know. I mean, we can get under, we've got that going. Oh, I've pressed F9, haven't I? There we go. We can get down there, that's not a problem. There's plenty of depth. You know, there are ways to, don't even think about it, you buggers. Look at them, there's loads. So there are ways to do it, and then obviously we'd need to lure a shark in. Somehow lure a shark into an enclosure, get him to come in, block him in, name him, and get out, and still have all of our arms and legs. Challenge, do you think? I think it's a challenge. I'm not sure whether I want to accept said challenge. What I do want to do, however, is I just want to... that pond has got some symmetry to it that I do not like. Well, there's a bit there. I do not like you. And there's a bit there. I definitely do not like that. Yeah. You know when you just spot something and you go, I don't like that. That looks out of place. Yeah, that's what I got then. Just went. That corner. That's the spot that I'm looking at going, I do not like you. I do not like you like that. I want you to be shaped. But I think on that note, we're going to call it a night. I mean, it shouldn't be difficult to catch a shark. There's plenty of them. It says, looking at a water, a sea suspiciously empty of sharks. Rays could be challenging. Whales, I suspect, are almost impossible, just because of the sheer size of them. But I'm not going to write it off as a challenge. I just don't know exactly how we would go about it. But in the meantime, we can be working on the botanical while we aim or think about that, because that will be our entry into our undersea kingdom, where we will get that. Yeah, I may need to tweak a few config settings as well to get the visibility right underwater and all of that kind of stuff. But the sharks are making a liar out of me today, aren't they? They are like, no, we are not going to spawn. You are taking us for granted. You're just assuming that we're going to turn up. Well, there you go. Assume long enough and they'll turn up. Could even squids. I mean, let's be honest, a menagerie with the squids in would be at least accurate and complete. Anyway, I am going to stop blathering. Let me know what you think about the concept of trying to get this underwater thing with all of these captive mobs. As I say, I think it is going to be very, very difficult. But I don't think it's impossible. If I thought it was impossible, I wouldn't even bother attempting it. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. And bye for now.